Hey everybody, welcome to Real Life of a Teacher. Today I am going to show you how I'm setting up my bullet journal for September and my first week of plans. So this is an Erin Condren notebook. I love Erin Condren. If you want to see sort of more of what I do with my Erin Condren stuff, I have just one of the regular life planners and I post a bunch about that over on my Instagram. So these first two pages are just going to be my table of contents. I'm keeping my setup for this new bullet journal really simple, and I'll add other pages that I need later, like I might add a page in for logins and passwords, maybe reading goals for my students and mark those on the side with washi tape so I can find them really easily, but for the most part I'm really trying to keep it very simple and just have a table of contents at the beginning. If you watched my summer bullet journal setup, you'll know one of my goals was to use my table of contents more so I could find things more easily, and it worked for me over the summer, so I'm really hopeful that it will also work for me during the school year. This next page, I'm setting up my September calendar. I'm really trying to decide if this is useful for me because I have my other calendar planner, the monthly one. I don't know that I need this, but I had these stickers that I needed to use up and I figured I would just try it for the beginning of the year, but I'm not entirely sure it's worth the time or if it's really useful to me at all, so I'll keep you updated on that. So as you can see here, it really does take a long time to make all of those boxes. I've done it as like a list more in the past. So I'll let you know what I think as I move forward, but as of right now I'm thinking that it's probably not a useful way for me to spend my time. The bottom of this calendar page is where I'm going to be adding another one of my goals. I'm putting in my curriculum plan, so my long-term goals for the month, so that I can see that in more than one place, and I'm hoping that that will help me keep track of my pacing. Then on this opposite page, I'm just going to keep my monthly notes and at the bottom keep track of stuff that's coming up in October. This first week of school only has 4 days, so I'm just going to break these into columns and keep all of my plans together. I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to keep all of the materials together. It doesn't really leave me much room for notes, but I can just add sticky notes if I need to. So generally for the first week, as you know, I'm sure, plans are fairly straightforward and simple. Got to get to a lot of those routines and procedures. So on the first day, on Monday morning, we're doing whole class stuff where we're going through sort of general homework policy, cell phone policy, that kind of procedural stuff. And then throughout the day, that will be sort of the trend of all of my classes until I get down to my social studies in this afternoon, where we will do routines and procedures, but we also will start in by reading about Hurricane Harvey. I always do a lot of current event stuff at the beginning of the year, and that is obviously a really big current event that's happening in the world right now. If people are interested in seeing my plans in more detail, I'd be happy to post a picture over on Instagram. Just let me know if that's something that people would want to see. On this second day, on Tuesday, again, doing a lot of that routines and procedures stuff. Got to get all of that drilled in at the beginning of the year. But in language arts classes, I'm also going to be introducing the first novel we're doing, which is Mockingbird, and I'm doing this voiceover a little bit later, and we're a couple chapters in, and so far the kids are really enjoying it. I'm very happy about it. I also, in language arts on Tuesday, need to prep my kids because on Wednesday we're doing our first writing assessment, and they need to know what's coming there. The way that our social studies and science schedule works is I teach the same lesson 2 days in a row to 2 different groups, so I'm choosing to just write it on one of the days instead of writing it 2 times. Wednesday will be a big assessment day. I'm doing the spelling assessment so I can put them into those groups. We're doing our writing assessment and continuing to move through those routines and procedures. So introducing some of that reading discussion procedure as we move into our novel. Doing that writing assessment is also going to be happening on Wednesday. Then again, I'm putting my social studies plan on one of the 2 days, and we're going to be carrying on reading current events and looking at a website called Newsela, which I really enjoy. Something you might notice in my plans is I don't do a lot or any really name games or anything like that. Because I teach multi-age and our school is so small, those kind of end up being a waste of time and the kids don't take them very seriously because they all know each other really, really well. And here I just need to add those pages to my table of contents. I immediately put the wrong page numbers on things and had to fix that, but that is part of the deal, I suppose. But if I start off on the right track with my table of contents, hopefully that will carry me through the rest of this notebook. Alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos and like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.